Welcome back to 4-Wheel Builds. We've got a 2016 Skoda Octavia RS back from the body shop. So let me give you a quick look around to see how it looks. We've got a 2016 Skoda Octavia RS back, project car back at home. It's all looking good. Everything's been fitted up. I'll give you a look at the side as to how that ended up looking. So there's the door that we purchased. It had some dings on the bottom here, so that's been fixed, and plus there's the sill that's been fixed up. So I'll give you a better look. So that obviously needs to have some Bondo go on there, and it'll be as good as new. Obviously there's still some accessories that need to be fitted, but I won't do that until obviously we get the door painted. So obviously the front bumper has been replaced. There's still some gaps here. That's okay. That's only screwed in with using one screw. There's still another one that needs to be fixed. It's only just on the hand tight for the time being, because the spray painters will need to take this off anyway. Obviously the hood, the front fender. So as you can see, the gaps are really nice. Our fender that we had has been fixed. So they had a bit of a bend here, it was going down, so that's been fixed. Plus there's some damage that's here, so that needs to be fixed also. And if you recall, there was a bend or slight upward break which was going there. That's been flattened, so it's actually looking quite good. The lights are in nicely. The gaps are really nice. Grill, obviously going to the other side. Once again, look at the gap here that we've got. There's still, as you can probably see, that the fender's a little bit higher than the hood. There's rubber grommets which you can adjust to just lift this hood a little bit up. This is the fender that we purchased. Did have a scuff here, which is quite minor, but needs to be obviously painted over. There's some damage here, and I think this is from the accident. There's some glass, pieces of glass that flew on and basically pitted or chipped this paint here, so it needs to be fixed. Next Monday we've got a company coming out to replace the front windshield, so that's going to get done. And there's a little bit of damage, and I'll show you at the back here, just on the rear bumper. So as you can see there's some scratches there. There's a sort of deeper scratch right there, a minor dent, and there's a scratch somewhere here as well. So that will need to get fixed up as well. The dash still lights up as a Christmas tree, so let me maybe give you a look. Oh, I forgot to put my foot on the brake. So you can see there's your engine check light on, and there's, not quite sure what that is. I need to get that checked out, but I'm pretty sure it's all related to the fact that that hose is not connected. And once we get that connected and we clear the faults out, I'm sure that's actually going to be gone. We need to fill up our fluid reservoir for the windshield wipers, or with the windshield wipers sprayer, and we need to set the actual tire pressures up. Plus there's the airbag light on, so we'll need to obviously get that fixed. Other than that, everything else is working well. There's nothing that's out of place. As you can see, we'll have to put the door trim back on. Once again, I'll leave that until the car, and we'll get it done then. As I was driving back, this was the first time I was driving the car. What I found is that the car had no power. It was driving. We stepped on it and it was driving, but the turbo was not kicking in. The turbo is at the back there, right there. It wasn't kicking in. Something was going on which I wasn't sure about, so obviously I limped it home. So what I've done is had a look at the engine. I've also had a look at the torque. So I've got one of these OBD readers. I had a look at torque, and these are the two faults that came up. There was 4 initially. I've cleared them up, and now there's 2 that are left. One is the ambient temperature sensor, which is okay, because I know it's busted. It's somewhere on the front. I know it's busted. I've got a new one to replace. The second one is the turbocharger boost control position sensor circuit, which indicate there's something going on with the turbo, which is I guess an explanation as to what might be, or why I was not getting any power as I was driving here. So guys, I'm not quite sure if you'll see, but as I started poking around, looking at all the hoses, the vacuum lines going to the turbo, what I found is there's this line here which is not connected. When you turn the car on, you can feel that it's sucking, so there's a vacuum there. And secondly, there doesn't seem to be a hose connected here, which is, once again, I'm not sure if you'll see that. Hopefully I'll get that swing there. I can see there's a nipple on the bottom which doesn't have anything connected. So I believe what needs to happen, I still need to check, obviously take a look at this, but this hose needs to be connected to that nipple. So essentially, I think we're missing a piece of hose, and hopefully that's gonna solve our problem. But other than that, the car is running fine. Everything seems to be good. We've got a timing belt kit and a new water pump that needs to be replaced, so they go here. I will take that to a friendly mechanic. He's got all the tools to block the to block all the timing gear, to make sure that it doesn't skip, doesn't jump. So we'll go in a few days' time to the mechanic and actually get that dropped off. So what I need to do is just get this checked out and essentially get that piece of hose to be able to place that on there and see if that resolves that performance issue. All right, for some redneck engineering, I've been able to conjure up a hose for some sort of hoses, rubber hoses for my Octavia Mark II I had a while back. And I just a connecting piece of tube which fits into both of these ends. So at least I'm not quite sure if this is actually going to be fully sealed, but at least that might give me an indication if this is indeed a problem. So let's go turn the car on and see if that fault disappears. Let me just clean all this stuff up from the engine to make sure nothing falls down in there. So let's plug up OBD2 scanner once again. Okay. Let's let it up so we know it's connected. Let's get torque turned on. Okay. Let's turn the car on and see what happens. Whoa, guys, I can hear the turbo this time around. So the check engine light's still on there, so let's do a scan of our codes. Okay, so there's actually more errors that we've got now. Ambient air temperature sensor, circle low input, that's fine. Turbocharger boost control. Okay, so let's clear these faults out. Okay, let's turn the car off and turn it back on again, and we'll see if we actually get any new codes coming in. Wow, if you can see, our check engine has now disappeared, although this one came back, but that could be due to that ambient air temperature sensor. So let's get torque back on and do a scan of the codes. So guys, it looks like we have 5 minutes worth of work and we fixed the problem. As you can see, I've only got the one issue out now, which is the ambient air temperature sensor, which is fine. Our check engine light's gone. And when I put the car on the load, I can hit the turbo. So something I was not able to hear before. So let's give it a bit of little bit more gas. Yep, I can definitely hear a turbo whistle there. Fantastic, guys, this is awesome. For free, we've actually essentially fixed our problem. How cool is that? All right, so I know I need to get a replacement plate for this. Obviously, I'm not going to leave this like it is now. So I'll get the proper part number and I'll get this ordered, get it replaced. And I'm not quite sure if it's a unit because it seems to be joined up to the one that's next to it. But I'm sure it's not going to be overly too expensive. Well, I'm hoping it's not going to be. But I'm just ecstatic that we've got the problem fixed. Wow, that's awesome. All right, guys. So that's going to be it for now. The next thing I got to do is get that part ordered, and we'll have to have this windshield fixed before we go off to the mechanic to sort out our timing belt. Fantastic.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, it is a few days later here, and as you can see, we've had the front windscreen replaced. There's no more cracks. So let's just get this tape off it. And today we'll drop off the car to the mechanic to get the timing belt changed. So let's just make sure that I've got the required parts. Okay, so there's a timing belt kit with water pump. We'll get that replaced. We've just received the package, and this is the N75 vacuum controller for the Skoda Octavia RS. It's actually the controller is also used on VWs, Audis, so it's actually quite a common part. But most importantly, because for a hose in a Skoda dealer, they wanted 144 Polish zloty. So what's about I don't know, about say $40 US. Whereas I got this part for about 40 zloty, so about $10 US. And there's the actual hose that we need. Plus we have the actual vacuum controller in case we ever might need it. So thanks to Japan Car for hooking it up for us. So let's get this hose off and replace it on our Skoda Octavia. Guys, so you just got to take the, I guess, makeshift one off, which was right on the bottom here. So let's maybe, look, I'm going to do this off camera because I need two hands. Super simple. Out with the old makeshift, in with the well-used proper one. So let's get it on. All right, a couple minutes later, and our new vacuum line is on. Super simple job, took 2 minutes. All right, so that is all for today's short episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave us a like, a comment, consider subscribing. It's going to help the channel out, and I'll see you in the next episode. See you guys then.